Can we help this empty nester downsize her home and sell at the right time?
Ask Michelle, she's got the know-how. Turning your someday into right now. Buying or selling, she's here to help to find your dream home. Ask Michelle.
I'm Michelle Petrie, your Buffalo Realtor.
Hi, Michelle. This is Karen from Amherst. I've been in my 4-bedroom colonial for over 20 years, but with the kids gone, I'm ready to downsize. I want to make sure I sell at the right time to get the most for my home. What should I do to attract buyers?
Hi, Karen. Congratulations on all of your kids moving forward, upward and onward in life. So your home now you've been in for a really long time, likely a lot of equity in the home. I haven't seen your home yet, so I don't know where the equity sits, how much we have to work with, and if there's any repairs, upgrades we need to do at this time. And that also depends on what budget you have to do upgrades as well before we sell. So as I always say, statistically speaking, we're gonna sell for more in the spring to summer market, especially with a home like yours, which seems to be a colonial, more of a arguably family home. A lot of these people might want to move in the summertime before kids go to school. Even if they close before the school year is out, they have the option to move in the summer. So I really do suggest that we get things rocking and rolling before we get deep into the spring and summer so that we put it on at a prime time. One, to sell for the most price possible because, again, studies show that you get more for your money in the spring. And two, so that we are available to the most amount of families possible before the new school year starts. Things right off the bat that we want to make sure that we prep, and this is probably the last thing you should do, is landscaping. Making sure that your landscaping is on point because it is the first thing that people see when they come up to your house. So landscaping, making sure your front door is very welcoming, bright. Do we put planters on either side? Symmetry is very attractive to the eye. So we want to make sure that we're presenting in the best way possible as soon as someone pulls up to your house and sees it. Two, a lot of times a fresh coat of paint on the inside of a house, maybe it's only 1 or 2 rooms, but a fresh coat of paint goes a long way. More modern colors, neutrals. We're done with the grays. Let's make things more neutral, warm, easy things to replace if we need to as hardware on, cabinets, bathrooms, faucets, things like that. Start to declutter. You've been in that house for so long. I'm sure there's stuff on the counters that we don't need to see out. We want people to envision their life there, not the life that you've lived all these years. We want them to be able to picture themselves. So decluttering, depersonalizing, and start to get rid of stuff. I know it's so hard. Really start going through things because if you are downsizing, are you gonna have as much room for storage or as much furniture as you're really going to need in that next house? So if you're going from Amherst to the city, huge benefit, taxes are a lot less. So that'll really help budget-wise with anybody. If you want to be in the city, are you looking for something that's more walkable? Are you just wanting the closer lifestyle? Are you wanting simplicity? I'm curious as to the reason you're moving towards the city to be closer, because that can help us figure out where in the city you should be and what amenities you need that are most beneficial to you. I have had clients that don't have a car and they want to be in the city so that they can literally walk everywhere. So the Amherst sellers market right now, it's going to change weekly, and we want to keep tabs on your neighborhood specifically and what's going on around you, because if your neighbor across the street goes up for sale the week before we're planning to, we want to compare how their house looks, the size of their house, everything. What did they price at and how fast did their home go? That'll really help us evaluate your home specifically and what we need to do to adjust to the market. Different neighborhoods sell at different times and have different desirability, depending also on school district. Are you in Sweet Home? Are you in Amherst? Are you in Williamsville? Those are all gonna, make a difference too as to how fast we sell and what our market really looks like. Because some people are very specific on school districts. Karen, right now, you need to start evaluating the things in your home and what we need to do to prep it for sale. And 2, financials. What do we need to look at financially for you? Are we gonna use cash to buy the next home? Do we need to get a mortgage to buy the next home? Do we have to sell? Financials are always the thing we wanna look at first because that'll plan our timeline for everything else that we have to do. Thank you so much for reaching out, Karen, and sharing your question with us. If you have a question of your own, call the number below. I'm Michelle Petrie, your Buffalo Realtor, keeping tabs on all things Buffalo so you don't have to.